Are you tired of trying to draft patterns from scratch only to end up with feet that just isn't right? We've all been there. Hours of maths and measuring only to feel frustrated before you even touch your fabric. But what if you could skip the headache and jump straight into the creative part? That is exactly why I'm introducing you to my custom torso bodice block. This isn't just another pattern, it's a professional grade foundation designed to give you a perfect fit. You know what? Every single time without struggle of starting from zero. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this block to unlock endless design possibilities, fast, easy, and accurate. So guys, let's get started. The link to this torso block will be in the description section, and I'll also leave it in the comment section. So make sure you click the link and get your own bodice block. If you have gotten your bodice block, the link to how you're going to tape it up is already in the description section. Make sure to watch that video. If you don't know how to tape your pattern paper together, I'll drop that in the description section. So for all those that have gotten it, you're going to get all your sewing supplies today. We're going to show you how to sew your fish darts and how to sew your toils to make them look professional and the dart is not pointy. So make sure continue watching to see how you're going to do this. Remember, this sewing pattern is for woven fabric. So you're going to use your woven fabric and you're going to place your pattern on it to cut out. Use any type of woven fabric, and again you can decide to keep your main pattern. I will suggest for you to keep your main pattern, then trace out with your pattern on another pattern paper so that your base pattern will be saved. I hope you understand what I mean. So here I'm trying to trace out the pattern on another pattern paper so that I will save my base pattern. I will advise that. When you're tracing your pattern, after tracing it, make sure you also transfer all the notches, the waistline, the armhole notches, everywhere that has all the notches. Make sure you also trace all of them out. For me, I'm going to mark both the waistline, the armhole line, the armhole notches, so that everything is transferred to the new pattern paper, although it's already in the main pattern, but I'm going to still pass it on to this pattern paper. That way I will save my main pattern. I'd like you to take note of the back. If you notice, the back doesn't have any darts, but I'm still going to, if you decide if you want to add any line at the back, any sewing line, you can decide any design of sewing line. But if you notice, it doesn't have any darts at the back, just this. So I'm just going to add sewing allowance to this. Remember, this is a torso block. It has no sewing allowance, so you decide how many inches you want for your sewing allowance. And for the dart, which is the main thing we are doing today, you're going to trace this out. Make sure you watch how we're going to trace this out, because this pattern is different from your normal basic block. I hope you understand. So I'm using my tracing wheel to trace out the dart, which is very, very important, and I'm going to mark all this out. So after I was done doing it, I'm going to write all the notations, and yeah, make sure all the green lines, you're going to mark all the green lines and all that. So I'm still going to go ahead and transfer the green line to this. This way, whenever I get this pattern out, I know what it is for. So next, I will decide how many inches I'm going to add to the dart. So you're going to watch very closely what I'm doing to the dart, how I'm going to sew it. If you have another method of sewing your dart, you can skip this level that I want to do. But for me, the way I love to do it and makes it come out clean, I'm going to add ½ inch sewing allowance inside my dart. I like to do it like that so that it gives me a clean finishing. But if you have another way, go ahead and do it. For my back, you see what I have here. I'm going to go ahead and add ½ inch sewing allowance all around. If you also want to add 1 inch, it depends on what you want, on your preference, but for me I used 1/2 inch. You can see it. So I'll just go ahead and cut this pattern out. Remember, this is going to be on fold. So I'll cut out my pattern and place my pattern on my fabric. Next thing I'm going to do now is for the dart, we are going to take away something from the dart here. So you're just going to go ahead and place this together like this and cut it out. Just cut around your sewing allowance. That's all you need to cut out. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out that. And remember, if you're not using this sewing method that I want to use, you go ahead and use the method that you prefer. Just let you know, any method that you decide to use, after you're done sewing it, make sure you're going to still reduce the dart so that your dress would sit properly and very clean. That's the secret to making it look professional and very, very neat. So after I'm done doing this, I'll just go ahead and cut out the pattern and use it and place it on my fabric to cut it out. Because this is for woven fabric, you're going to follow the grain line and you're going to cut this out. So this is going to be on fold and this is going to be 2 pieces. So this will be on fold 1 and the back will be 2 pieces. So go ahead and place the pattern on your fabric like this. This is my woven fabric. I use 2 yards of woven fabric, so you can use how many inches, from 1.5 to 2 yards. So go ahead and place your pattern salvage to salvage. Can you see what I'm doing? You make sure it's salvage to salvage, and then you're going to make sure the back is facing you. So you're going to go ahead and place your pattern on it. You have your pattern width, you place it on it and cut it out. Just to let you know, in case if you have not bought the pattern, this comes in 4 formats: A4, US letter, AO copy shop, and projector optimize. So whatever format you want is already available, and it comes in 10 different sizes. Also, it is layered. What it means by it is layered is you can decide to choose only 2 sizes by just toggling off the eye of your layers, and you have many sizes you want. Either you want 2 sizes, if you want all the sizes, depends. If your hips is 40 and your waist is a small size, you can decide to choose whatever you want. So after you're done doing this, you go ahead to also cut out the front. So for the front, you're going to take note of this because we want to make this dart to look very neat. What you're going to do is to place your pattern weight or whatever on it, and then you're going to cut out. So this is it after tracing it out. You can see how the 2 of them are. For now, I didn't add any dart or any sewing line at the back. So for the front, which is the main thing why I'm doing this video, you're going to trace out your dart. Make sure you trace both the side dart and the waist dart. So I'm going to trace out the 2 of them, front and back. You can see it. So this is how it is. You just make sure you trace out here, making sure you note where the dart stopped. Trace this out. If you have traced this out, you will notice that the sewing allowance is far from where your dart is. So you're going to make sure you trace out everything and then cut it out. As you're cutting it out, you're cutting out exactly where the sewing allowance is. But most importantly, make sure you note where the original dart stopped. If you notice, you can see where I marked the point where the dart stopped. Very important. So this is it, how it is. So next thing you're going to do when you have it like this, you're going to place it together and you're going to start from here and sew it down to the other side. Can you see? So that's why I said you're going to note where your dart ends and where it started. Very simple. So you're just going to go ahead, starting from the waistline, going to sew all the way to where you have marked and noted as where your dart stops. Then you're going to turn it the other way around and finish off your dart. This way your fish darts would come out looking very neat. Like I told you, with this particular trick, you must note where your dart stopped and where it started. After you're done doing that, you go ahead and then you're going to knot the dart. You're going to knot the thread. You go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. You knot your thread. With this, your thread will not, and your dart will not be poking out, to give you that professional looking outfit. So this is it. Make sure you go ahead and iron this out. And I'm going to also go ahead and sew the sideways dart. So for you to sew the sideways dart, note this: you're going to notch this place and you're going to place this like this, making sure you pick the two sides and they must not align. Just you're going to use your notches to dictate where they are. If not, you're going to have issues. So you're going to make sure you note where it is and you're going to sew it. Also do the same thing. You're going to also knot the dart like this. This is to make it, give it that neat finishing so that it's not pointy. With this my torso basic block, you will save yourself from all the trials and errors and all the fitting issues. You just go ahead, place your pattern, draw your design, and you cut out. So next thing you're going to do is to use your tailor's ham to iron this out. After ironing it out, it will come out looking very neat like this. Make sure you iron this out and you are going to notch it. It's very important. You're going to notch it. For your side bust dart, you are going to iron it facing your waistline. So after you're done doing that, I'll just go ahead to sew the shoulder. For the sleeve, if you have not gotten the sleeve, I'll drop the link to the sleeve block in the description section. For the back, I just close the back because I'm not going to be adding a zipper now. So for the dart, make sure you turn your stitches to the last stitch. I hope you understand. I just remember that now. That will make your dart to look very neat. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish off by sewing the side seam. So I use 1/2 inch sewing allowance. I'm just going to use 1/2 inch to sew this out. If this tutorial helped you, hit like and subscribe. Tag me on your photos with the designs you make first. Remember, all the links will be in the description section, and I'm going to make sure I leave it in the comment section, and I'm going to pin it. Head over to my website to check out all the other designs, and I'll see you guys in my next video.